You help them understand what you're saying, because sometimes what happens is you miss the audience's interest. They just lose interest and switch off, and then your presentation goes for a toss, right out of the window, boy, right out of the window. Hi there, welcome back to TELW, the English Workshop. If you don't know me, my name is Manu and I make videos on English language to help you improve your communication skills, make you strong in English. See, we've got this. I'm going to tell you today about the presentation skills. I'm going to give you an overview of that. This is a part of the CDS module, the TELW CDS module. CDS stands for Career Development Skills. So I'm going to talk about the TELW CDS. CDS, the presentation skills, man. I'm talking about the presentation skills. So I'm going to tell you first why CDS. Why do you need the Career Development Skills program here from TELW? Because see, it's quite simple. You need these programs, whether you're an employee, whether you're a businessman, whether you're a student. You can be anybody, man. You can be even a job hunter. You still need these skills because that's, after all, communication. They focus your communication. They make your communication stronger, sharper. That's what you're going to use this one for. And today we're going to look at one of those skills called the presentation skills. What are presentation skills? We present every time to everybody. I'm presenting this to you. You present your ideas. You present your ideas to what? Your boss, your friends, your client, your interviewer. Hey, you present it to your parents, your brother, sister, wife, husband, friends, everybody. You make presentation day in and day out. Now, what do these skills mean for you then? Well, it's quite simple. You fail in your presentation skills. Why? Why is that fight? You didn't present yourself properly. Now, there could be a lot of reasons why you fail. One is you wanted to say something, but you end up saying something else. So we help you tell what you want to say, period. The other one could be the audience, okay, the guy who's listening to you, the people who are listening to you. Audience can be one person, it can be more than one. You help them understand what you're saying, because sometimes what happens is you miss the audience's interest. They just lose interest and switch off, and then your presentation goes for a toss, right out of the window, boy, right out of the window. So, third reason could be that you misread the audience. They want something, you give something else, and it's all over the place. You like, get out of my face, buddy. The other one could be where you got the audience and you don't interact with them. You make a bland presentation, very like flat, and then they can't interact with you. You're not telling them what they need to hear, and you're not making it very interesting, interactive. You lost them. So I'm going to talk about 8 things here in this presentation skills module that is going to, so let's put it this way, these 8 points are the points you're supposed to remember when you make any presentation. And we cover them in our module as well. First of all, I'll say is the clear objective. You need to have a clear objective to your presentation. How do you present your objective, your aim, your goal? What are the chunks, the language chunks you need to tell the audience, this is the goal of my presentation. This is why I'm standing here. This is why you're sitting over there and listening to me. Yeah, a goal. That has to be very clear. The second is you need to be giving something that is useful to the audience. All right, they need to get a benefit out of that, or you need to teach them something. Only then will they sit and listen. So are you going to do that? What is the use that the audience has of your standing here and them sitting over there and listening to your yak, yak, yak? You don't go yak, yak for the sake of going yak, yak, right? The other things, okay, any trainer worth his salt will say, if you're using the slides, the whole presentation slide thing, you've got to keep your text to the minimum. Hey, add some pictures if you want. but avoid texts or keep them to the minimum, number one. Number two, give your contact information on all the slides. Your email ID, maybe your mobile number, any contact information, your website address, your Facebook, your Twitter, anything, everything. You need to have them on that slide, every slide. And the third thing that they're going to say is you need to have a very strong conclusion, the strong call for action or call to action. You want them to do something? Tell them you want to do, I want you to do this. How do you say that? Those chunks, okay, you need these chunks. You need to use them when you make that presentation. Okay, the other thing, which is the fourth thing, is you need to know your thing, baby. You need to know what you are talking about. You need to know your product. You need to know your idea. What is it? You need to have a clear idea. Why need you have a clear idea? Because you need to give them the overview of what you're saying. You need to make sure that the audience understands what you're saying. You need to be able to give a proper conclusion, a strong, firm conclusion. And of course, another thing is, therefore, you will need to do a lot of research into it. You might be an expert in that, but before you make a presentation, make sure you research more, read more. You may know it here, but when you say it, you may suddenly forget, oh, what was it I did last time? Hey, I don't remember that. Do you remember that? Oh, I did that. I was at page 174 of that book, but I forgot. Research, prepare, come well prepared for that. The other one is, the fifth point, keep your presentation fluid. Maintain the flow of the presentation. For that, you will need to, tell a story. Man, you got to tell a story. You make a presentation, you're telling a story. Tell a story that'll keep them interested. It'll keep them awake as well. Otherwise, they just go off. You lost them. Tell a story. When you tell a story, you may need to go away from what you're saying and then come back later. How do you digress and return to your main point? You need to know these chunks. You're going to tell them. You're going to tell them what you're going to tell them. Then you tell them. Then you tell them what you've told them. The 3-point maxim of presentation. You may want to digress. Tell them you're going to digress. You're going to reinforce certain things. Stress on that. Lay emphasis on that. You're going to tell them. They need to know that you're emphasizing on something, because the audience makes those bins in their brains depending on what you're going to say. So give that overview, tell them what you're going to tell them. They'll make the bins, and then tell them, they'll put them in those bins, and then tell them what you've told them, they'll close those bins, and that thing will be there with them. Sealed. Next thing is impact management. Everything about impact, how you impact the audience. The audience has to be boom on the face. Oh, right, you said something. Okay, I got it. I got right to the back of my head. Hit here, I reached here. It should be there. It should go out of that. Okay, so what is impact management? You will need to compare and contrast a lot of things. You may need to expand your point. You tell a point and you got to expand on that. Flesh it out so that the audience understands it. Because you give one crisp sentence, they may not get it in the first place. If they get it, it'll not stay there. It'll evaporate quickly. It's gone. So you need to tell that, establish it, and to establish it, you need to flesh it out. Flesh out your point. So you need to do that fleshing out. That's the way we're going to help you how you do that. You have to do it. You may have to highlight a lot of things. You got to reinforce, like I said earlier, you got to reinforce a lot of things. You got to paraphrase what you're saying. You may have to paraphrase your audience's question. We've got a video on paraphrasing as well. Look at the I button on top. Maybe it's down in the description below. Paraphrasing. How do you paraphrase? And the last thing I want to tell you about is audience. Audience is very important because you're making a presentation to the audience. Boy, you tell the audience. Tell them something. Tell them a story. Tell them how it's going to benefit them. Tell them what they have to do, why they have to do it, what's in it for them. Tell that. That's what you're going to tell them. And then there'll be some people in the audience who are out to kind of, like, rag you, make you cry, bring tears to your eyes, and you need to know how to deal with them. You can have some irate audience, or a bad word, irate. Angry audience, man, they're like steam coming through the ears. Angry audience, how do you deal with them? How do you handle their questions? How do you manage these interruptions? Okay, when you're making a presentation, somebody suddenly stands up and starts singing hallelujah, and then how are you going to stop them? You can't do anything about that. We're not going to tell you how to do that. That's crowd management. That's not presentation. That's not audience management. But audience will interrupt you. How do you take care of that? So these are some of the things that you're going to do, and there are some other things as well. As we progress, we throw in certain things based on the class dynamics. So the training group, depending upon how they are, like how they participate in it, we throw in quite a few other things as well to make it more like more spicy, more interesting, more useful. Right? So that you go from here with having got something, gained something. So if you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to our channel already, do it. Hit that red thing over there which says subscribe, and leave your comments on this one. Tell us if you want any presentation modules to be, any presentation workshops for your company, where you want, and if there's any group that you want to be trained in presentation skills, do let us know. Put them in the comments. Go to our website. You got our mobile number, our email ID. Let us know. We'll be there for you. Wait for your comments as well.